one comment I've gotten a whole lot on a lot of my videos, especially the ones where I break down the different skill sets of all of the members in Boruto's generation, is the fact that this new generation is way too overpowered. And I keep getting the question, what do you think about this? Are they making the new generation too powerful? Do you think there's ruining the story? And I'm going to say something that's really unpopular. I don't think that they're ruining the Boruto story by making these characters as skilled as they are. And notice I didn't say overpowered, I said skilled. And it's because I feel that there's a difference. Now, I know somebody's typing in the comment section and saying, you're wrong, Kryptonian, saying Boruto's like a walking custom created character. You don't understand this. Boruto can use lightning release, he can use water release, he can use wind release. Do you know how hard Naruto had to work in order to learn this stuff? Boruto's learning jutsu really quickly. Okay, pump the fucking brakes for a second. You don't get overexcited about this. I know people don't like Boruto. I understand. Boruto does not suck the ramen noodle flavored dick of Naruto. I totally get it. But here's the thing, right? I don't care if Boruto knows 3 changes in chakra nature. I'm going to tell you why you shouldn't care. Yes, Boruto can use wind release, water release, and lightning release. But the problem is Boruto's current power level does not allow him to get the maximum usage out of those jutsu. I'm gonna paint a picture for you guys, okay? I want you to picture someone who knows a whole bunch of martial arts moves, but at the same time, they don't have a lot of power, okay? So when they punch you, it feels like somebody's slapping you around with a feather. Now, I want you to picture that same person who knows a bunch of martial arts moves, right? And when they hit you, it's like you're being hit in the face by a brick. What person do you not want to fight? Is it the person who hits like a feather or the person who hits like a brick? And that's where Boruto's generation is. Sure, you have some of them who they are a little more powerful than the others, like Mitsuki, who can use Sage Mode, and Orochimaru's even said you're on track to surpassing even my power. But at the same time, the rest of these kids, it's not even a contest. Yes, you have characters like Cho Cho who can use lightning release and human expansion jutsu, as well as that butterfly jutsu that Choji used. But at the same time, Cho Cho does not pack a punch. She's not very powerful. So the fact that she can use these jutsu, but at the same time, because she can't really hit you as hard, it's not going to kind of weigh you down at this point. And that's what you see with a character like Sarada. Yes, Sarada was copying ninjutsu like crazy during our fight during the Hidden Mist Village arc. But at the same time, what did you see? Her body can't fully handle the Sharingan. It takes too much of a strain on her, and it's something she has to build her body up for. And when you look at each of these characters in the new generation, they all have different weaknesses that are built into them, and it's stuff that they have to overcome. Look no further than Metal Lee. Going into the academy, Metal Lee could open up some of the inner gates, but at the same time, what's his big weakness? He gets performance anxiety when people are looking at him. Automatically, it takes a skill set from being an 8 all the way down to a 2 if you want to go in extremes or whatnot. And so when you look at that, and then you look at the fact that when Boruto was using wind release and lightning release in the Hidden Mist Village arc, when Boruto used those attacks on a front-on-front 1v1 basis, those attacks kind of got shrugged off, but it was only when he was working in conjunction with others and when he was catching people off guard that those attacks got really useful. And I want to point something out to you guys. This isn't something new. When you look at the Naruto manga, go back to the moment when Sasuke used Chidori against Itachi in the first part of Naruto, when Sasuke, still a Genin at that point, and technically he still is a Genin even though he helped save the world, which I can talk about in another video if you guys want. But when Sasuke saw Itachi in those Akatsuki robes, he automatically thinks back to the massacre. He gets the Chidori ready, he starts running at Itachi, and then Itachi just casually walks up to him, slaps the Chidori out of the way, and then he proceeds to beat the hell out of Sasuke. Now you might say, why is that important? Well, here's the thing. Chidori is a high level ninjutsu. I believe it's a B rank jutsu if I'm not mistaken, but Chidori nonetheless is really powerful. and yet at the same time it requires a high level of skill. But Sasuke at that point did not have the power to get the most punch out of that jutsu, whereas the next time he faces Itachi and he starts using the different variants of the Chidori, he's using it in a very effective manner, and he's using it from a higher base of power, which means that Itachi has to take him more seriously. And that's where Boruto's generation is. Sure, they can use these different jutsu, but they don't have the power to back it up. So I just want to kind of talk about this and kind of give you guys my thoughts on this. Now, I know it's a shonen trope that the next generation is going to surpass the one before it, with the exception of the demigods of Naruto and Sasuke, and hell, even Sakura, because their power level's on a completely different scale at this point. But at the same time, them being as skilled does open the door for them, even if they get half the power, because they have a more diverse skill set than their parents, and that way they might be able to surpass them. But I don't see any of this new generation, with the exception of Team 7, surpassing any of their parents. Now, when Boruto and Sarada even start getting close to where 5 Kage arc power levels were, I can see a lot of people raging hell over this. But the fact that Boruto has that curse mark and Sarada more than likely is going to get Mangekyo at some point, it does open up the door for them to get on par with Mitsuki since he has Sage Mode. But those are just my thoughts on this matter, guys. What are your feelings about this matter? Let me know down in the comment section below, and let me know if you want me to talk about any of the new things that are going on in the Boruto series. But as always, guys, if you like anything I had to say, don't forget to comment, rate, subscribe, share. Don't forget to enable notifications, because YouTube's being really funny right now, and just being subscribed isn't enough to see the videos. But thank you for watching. Have an awesome day.